I'm waiting for you to call the police. Go ahead.
I'm on the police with
What's
him
your
right
name?
now.
And what's your name, Christine? That's what your name is? And what's your name? Mario?
It's me, Mario.
We got Mario
Yeah, that's him in the
and
background.
Christine here in Franklin, McDonald's. Why aren't you guys looking? Come on, they're calling the police because they're refusing the sale of Pokemon cards. It's really ridiculous. Smile for YouTube. Smile for Instagram.
The officers are coming right now.
Good. I can't wait. Mario, make sure you smile. And we got Christine over there. Refusing the sale. We're here in Franklin, Mass. McDonald's. What's up, man? Yeah, but they won't sell Happy Meal toys. It's ridiculous. And so Mario's calling the police because I wouldn't leave when I asked for his name, but I found out his name anyway, so now we're just recording.
No, he's walking in. Yep. He's standing at the door. Sir, could you please leave the building?
I'd like to know why you refused me the sale. I'll wait for the police.
Sir, I'm asking you to leave the building. We have the right to reserve to not serve anyone. And you, sir, are causing a scene.
Really? A scene because I asked for a Happy Meals McDonald's toy? Where's the police? Tell them to come down.
I'm on the phone with them right now.
Great. I can't wait to meet them.
I am the gentleman at the
Got Christine there again, who refused the sale. There we go. Smile, guys. Hope you like social media and corporate.
What happened?
They're refusing the sales of McDonald's toys, and that shit's crazy.
They're what?
They're refusing the sale of McDonald's toys. So they asked me to leave because I asked for their name to give them to corporate.
Right, so you can follow the procedures.
And then they asked me to leave, and then he wouldn't give me his name, the general manager. So I'm just filming
Good for
them
you,
because now
brother.
he
Good
said
for you.
now he said he's calling the police. So I'm waiting for them to get here.
You have done nothing.
I'm like-
Jesus Christ,
and I got
buddy.
it all on film.
Good luck to me. I just want a burger. Jesus.
346 minutes later.
How you doing, officer? Good. Just want to let you know ahead of time, I'm just recording this just for I don't want them to skew because I have everything on film.
Yeah,
I don't even need to record you. I just want to make sure it's on film.
Okay, sure.
I walked in.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Can I speak to him first, just so we don't have it? Yeah, I'll be in just 1 minute. Okay.
How you doing, sir?
What can I help?
I walked in here.
Yeah.
I asked, they have some, I'm a collector.
Okay.
I just wanted some Pokemon cards for my daughter, for myself. I asked them how many they could sell to me.
Sure.
They told me they're not selling any individual. Now, I called ahead to corporate because Pokemon's huge right now.
Sure.
I called corporate ahead of time and they said they are selling them individually, but they may limit how much the quantity is.
Okay.
So Christine said to me, we're not selling them at all. And I said, no, I called corporate. And she's like, well, we're not corporate. I said, well, listen, can I have your name if you're the manager and corporate's number that you report to so I can talk about it.
Okay.
This guy over here, Mario, wouldn't give me his name because I said, excuse me, are you a manager here? Because he was just kind of looking over. And he said, I'm the general manager. I guess Christine was the regional manager. Okay. I said, okay, sir. I said, how many can you sell to me? And he goes, sir, I need to ask you to leave now. And I said, hold on. Relax. I just want to know how many I can buy. No, you're being disruptive, blah, blah. I said, I just want to know how many I can buy. Christine's not answering me. I just want to know how many I can buy.
Sure.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You can't tell me I can't buy any because, number one, you're refusing the sale to me. You won't even sell me one.
Right.
And corporate already told me that McDonald's is selling them, but they do have the right to limit how much they sell. Like, you can't walk in and just buy a case of 150.
Sure.
And all I did was say, what's your limit? Mario wouldn't even give me his name. I learned his name because Christine was calling his name.
Okay.
So he refused his name to me. And I just wanted to buy some Pokemon cards.
Right.
Tasty, isn't it?
And this whole scene about get out, get out, get out. I'm like, you know, a little ridiculous, a little overkill.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, just sounds like you guys maybe got a little heated, and yeah, I know it can be a pain in the butt when you go into an establishment.
I just want to know, isn't it illegal to refuse the sale of somebody if you have something for sale, right?
No.
Is it illegal to refuse the sale to somebody if they have it, even if corporate confirms
they
it?
the right to refuse service to anyone they choose.
Isn't that discrimination though? Borderline. If I'm a collector, can I say, hey, you're discriminating against me because I'm a collector? I don't want to buy your Happy Meal because it's poison. But
I don't think so. No, I think they have the right to refuse anyone they want. Now, I mean, there are certain rules and guidelines with like people with disabilities or I mean they have it posted on their door or whatnot. So if you're dressed inappropriately, things like that.
Sure.
So I mean, I don't know what corporate said. If they told you that you could buy it, then they don't know that.
What they said, each McDonald's would have them individually for sale for $1.99 each.
Right.
But they have the right to limit you. Like you can't walk in and say, I want 100 and walk out with 100.
Right.
So I simply said, what's your limit? And then Mario came over and got all heated. Was like, I need to ask you to leave. I'm like, dude, I just want to know how much I can buy.
Sure. Okay.
What's the big deal?
Well, I'll go in and talk to Mario and get their side of it because it's always there's always two sides.
Sure.
To the coin.
Absolutely.
So, where's your vehicle?
I'm right here.
You're right there. Okay. Can you just grab an ID from him just so I know who I'm talking to? Because again, you'll probably want the report too, right? So
no problem.
All right.
No problem.
I just want to make sure I do a good job of getting everyone's information.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Right.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And like I told him, I just have this on record. I'm not recording you, but I'm just recording this conversation. That's all.
That's quite all right. One wrong number gives you a completely different person. So.
I understand, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you
for your cooperation.
No problem.
So I came in kind of towards the end of that.
Yeah, I mean, to make a long story short, I went in. So I'm a collector. They have these Pokemon cards that they released today at McDonald's, limited edition. So I went inside. I called corporate ahead of time because I know how hot Pokemon is. Yeah. I don't know if you have any kids, but I have 2 little girls. And the oldest one loves Pokemon. So I went in and I asked them, I said, how many packs of Pokemon can you sell?
Yeah.
And she said, right off the bat, Christine, she said, we're not selling any. You have to buy it in the Happy Meal. I said, okay, well, I called corporate and they said, you do have them for sale outside of the Happy Meal, like any other Happy Meal toy.
Yeah.
Corporate said, you do have them sale, but they have the right to limit you per item.
Yeah.
So I said, so I'm not walking in here. First I asked, I was like, how much is a case? They're like, we can't sell you a case. I said, okay, how many can you sell me? And she was like, we can't sell you any, only in Happy Meal. I said, yeah, but that's not what corporate said. Corporate said you can sell them to me. It depends on, you have to limit to me. I said, so what's your limit? Yeah. And she was like, we can't. I said, listen, can I have the manager's name and number and I'll just report it back to corporate and I'll call them. Yeah. And she said, well, I am the regional manager. I said, okay, then I'll take your information. She said, well, my name's Christine. I said, well, do you have a card, Christine? Do you have something like that? She's like, I'm not giving you any of my information. And then the other gentleman, I guess his name's Mario, he was sitting there. I said, sir, are you a manager here too? And he goes, well, I'm the general manager. And I said, okay. I was like, well, how many can I buy of the Pokemon cards? And he didn't say anything. He goes, you need to get out of the store now. You need to blah, 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 get out of the store right now. And I was like, I'm not leaving here until I get your information and her information so I can call it back to corporate. And they refused, which is why I wasn't leaving. She said, her name's Christine, and I don't even know if that's her name. I know they have business cards. All I wanted was either...
Did they have their name tag on?
Honestly, I didn't even recognize it because she had a jacket on and he had like a sweater on. So I said, I'm not leaving here unless I get either the cards or your information. Give me your information so I can tell corporate. They refused. And then he said, I'm calling the police. And I said, well, then I guess call the police and we'll explain it to them, you know? I don't feel like I did anything wrong, so...
Well, you can always reach out to corporate, let them know I was here, per this conversation I already had with corporate. Right. Email, say I'm this day, this time.
So unnecessary.
Managers identify themselves as Christine, Mario, and this is what happened.
Yeah, I just felt like they were trying to if you weren't giving me I know you have if you're managers, you have business cards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just wanted their business cards. You know what I'm saying?
Understandable, yeah.
Richard? Yeah, I just gave it to him, but...
All right.
What do you need it for, though? Just so I know.
You're going to be officially trespassed from the property. Okay. It's a legal document that just says if you come back here, you'll be arrested.
Okay.
So I gotta, and that's within their right as property owners. And so, I told them you can film in there. That's okay. You talk to corporate and all that. But once they asked you to leave, then...
And they can just pick anybody out and say, you need to leave, even if you're not doing anything wrong. They could just say, hey, you leave.
They have the right.
Like I could go in, they could tell the woman in line and just say, hey, you know what? You need to leave. That's crazy.
I mean, I can't speak for all legal reasons, but I do know just from my training that if somebody asks you to leave and it's a business, they have the right to refuse service to anyone they choose.
Okay. No problem.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yep. Am I good to go then, or do I?
Give me just 1 minute, okay?
Okay.
Is this card only McDonald's is giving these out?
Yeah, it's just like a limited edition thing. Just started today, so I figured I'd go get some, but I'll go to another McDonald's. I just didn't like the way I was treated in there, which is why I was adamant about getting their information. But if I have Christina Mario, and that's not their names, then, you know,
like
they're going to be like, who?
I mean, they shouldn't have a reason to give you a fake name. So if you reach out to corporate, you know, hey, heard this earlier response with you guys. I went to this McDonald's this day. This is what happened. It's unfortunate that it came to this. You know, you're disappointed in the customer service.
Right.
And basically, I'm sure corporate they'd be willing to mend fences. Whether it's in the form of a gift card in the mail or sending you some cards, I don't know. But
So is this for life?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your copy.
Okay.
And like I said, they've got the right structure, whatever they like. And, I mean, with that hold up in court, I'm not a judge and jury. I can't decide that. I can just do what I can do now. So
Understandable.
sorry it didn't work out the way you
No,
hoped it.
I'm sorry you guys had to come up with such ridiculousness, but
Well, you know, it happened.
all I wanted was a business card. That's really what it came down to. And then when I asked for his name, that's when he flipped and said, "Get out, or I'm calling the police." I'm like, dude, like, really?
And like
You're a
you said,
manager?
and you're doing the right thing. Take it up with corporate. I mean, listen, he's just, you know, he's at a certain level of management. There's probably, 100 levels above him. So, address it with whoever you need to.
Sure.
So, all
Okay.
right.
Thanks, gentlemen.
All right,
Have a great day.
luckily there's one in Bellingham too.
Yeah.